Imagine staring at the scale. Your heartbeat is thumping in your ears. You know the exact feeling, the absolute overwhelming frustration of a failed weight loss journey. You do everything right. You push through those grueling, intense workouts that leave you completely drained. You obsessively track every single calorie. You log every single almond, every ounce of chicken, and you treat a single drop of olive oil like it's some complex mathematical equation. It is a daily, exhausting cycle of restriction and constant monitoring. And then the rebound happens. The weight comes creeping right back, and sometimes it's even more than before. It just leaves you feeling entirely defeated, almost like your very own body is actively working against you. Well, everything you thought you knew about stubborn weight loss just completely changed. This isn't another passing diet trend. It's not just a temporary appetite suppressant. This is tirzepatide, a literal breakthrough molecule that is rewriting the entire science of metabolic health. Welcome to this explainer on the metabolic reset. Okay, let's dive into this. For decades, society, and even the medical community, operated on this really punishing assumption that weight gain was just a failure of willpower. You know the drill. Eat less, move more. But modern research reveals something way more complex. So, is stubborn weight gain simply a matter of willpower? The answer is a resounding no. It is deeply, fundamentally biological. See, your body is basically a battleground of constant communication. It regulates your hunger, your cravings, your metabolism through this highly sophisticated hormonal network. We're talking a direct line connecting your brain, your gut, your pancreas, and your fat tissue. When these communication signals misfire, losing weight isn't about simply trying harder. It becomes a literal biological uphill battle against your own endocrine system. And this brings us to the breakthrough, tirzepatide. It is the world's first-in-class twin creatine therapy. So what does that actually mean? Well, it acts as a GIP and GLP-1 receptor agonist. Essentially, it's mimicking two naturally occurring incretin hormones to activate two incredibly powerful metabolic pathways at the exact same time. Think of older weight management medications as operating with a single key. They target one receptor pathway. And sure, they work well, but they only open one lock. Tirzepatide arrives with two keys. It docks with both the GLP-1 and GIP receptors, unlocking multiple metabolic control systems simultaneously. It's an unprecedented kind of hormonal synergy. This dual-action approach profoundly rewires your body's satiety signals. Step 1 happens right in the brain. It significantly reduces cravings and what patients profoundly describe as food noise. You know, that exhausting, constant mental chatter about your next meal. Step 2 happens in the stomach. It slows gastric emptying, so you actually stay fuller for much longer. And then step 3, down in the pancreas, it optimizes insulin secretion. The really crucial takeaway here is that this is a fully coordinated endocrine effect. It's not just blunt appetite suppression. Older drugs kind of try to force you to eat less by making you slightly nauseous. Tirzepatide actually optimizes your entire energy regulation system across your liver, your adipose tissue, and your gut. Your body's engine finally begins operating efficiently. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the sheer scale of the clinical results. In the SURMOUNT-1 trial, researchers tracked sustained weight change over a massive 176 weeks. Guys, that's over 3 years. Depending on the dose, participants saw phenomenal reductions. A 12.3% drop at 5 milligrams, an 18.7% drop at 10, and at 15 milligrams, nearly a 20% reduction in total body weight. These are sustained multi-year transformations. And the speed at which this happens is equally staggering. In the SURMOUNT-4 trial, participants lost an average of 20.9% of their body weight after just 36 weeks. Imagine losing more than a fifth of your body mass in less than 9 months. In the world of metabolic medicine, researchers are literally calling this one of the most important advancements we've seen in decades. The results are so strong that in a head-to-head matchup against the previous gold standard, tirzepatide takes the lead. In the SURMOUNT-5 trial, compared directly with semaglutide, tirzepatide proved superior in reducing both total body weight and waist circumference. It turns out 2 keys really are better than 1. But let's take a collective breath here and be scientifically precise. While the term metabolic reset is great for flashy headlines, it doesn't mean tirzepatide permanently rewrites your biology like some sort of computer reboot. As researchers clearly note, obesity remains a chronic condition. In the trials, those who stopped the drug and switched to a placebo regained the weight. The benefits rely heavily on active, continued treatment. And because this is a powerful medical treatment, we absolutely have to talk limitations. This is not for cosmetic weight loss just to drop a few pounds before a beach vacation. It comes with real gastrointestinal side effects like nausea and vomiting as the dose scales up. It also carries a boxed warning due to thyroid tumors observed in rats, so unless you have a specific family history of thyroid cancer, you need to consult a doctor. And crucially, it absolutely must be paired with diet and exercise. Which brings us to the core takeaway. Tirzepatide is a powerful biological tool. It is not magic. It's an extraordinary scientific advancement that reprograms how your body handles metabolic signaling. But it is not a shortcut, and it requires active, ongoing maintenance to keep that complex hormonal network running smoothly. I really want to leave you with a thought here. We started off by talking about the intense frustration and the stigma of willpower. So I ask you, if our biology and our cellular signals are what's truly driving our cravings, how does a tool like tirzepatide change our societal understanding of obesity? If it was never just about willpower to begin with, how should we change the way we treat and talk about metabolic health moving forward? Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and keep exploring the science.